Hello, 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 and welcome to Monday's Snowrunner. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's dip it down a little bit. Hey Bryce, how's it going? I'm well, and as you can see, here we are. Just 1 second. There we go. Right. As you can see, we're back in Michigan. Oh, getting warnings from YouTube side about the bit rate, but everything seems to be fine. Don't know what that's about, but anyway, hi Bryce, hey Josh, Bernard. We are in Alaska, and we're going to attempt float and drill. I mean, we've got to do it at some point. There's a lot of big trailer missions in this region, so why don't we start with one now? So this involves us taking the oil rig salvage semi-trailer from this area across through quite a bit of mud and angled roads down to the port. Why? Just let me know if you can see and hear everything. All right, I'm not getting any issues on mine, but YouTube is complaining quite a lot about the bitrate being too low, and it's not something I've changed in the last several months. So I don't, yeah, who knows? Everything's fine. Okay, then yeah, it's just YouTube being a bit weird then. Anyways, right, well, I suppose without further ado, so we're missing about 40 liters because we came here via this mountain road and also sorted out the task up here with the scout trailer. Yeah, so let's crack up the engine. Yep, test the horn, that's working, and yeah. So in case you're unaware, this trailer unhitched is like the bed, the upper bed is pretty much at the height of the cabin. You know, just as you want it. So yeah, let's get going. Obviously there's the big mud bit towards the end of the route. It's going to be pretty difficult, but also there's a little bit, where is it? I think it's about here, where the road is on a massive slope towards the coast. So that's going to be pretty dangerous for us. But, you know, we'll see how we get on. How hard could it be? I mean, we're about to find out, depending on how far I can continuously drive. Oh, that's... Alright, that's not gone well, has it? I can barely move. I don't even know how heavy this trailer is, actually. I think the answer is very. But I've got to be very careful with my throttle application and wiggling through. Just got to keep it high enough that we don't sink and that we still make decent progression. I think for most trucks, 95% of trucks will struggle with this job no matter what, just given the weight of the trailer combined with the terrain you have to drive through. It does make it fairly difficult. And I might know, I don't think I am quite moving yet. Come on. No, I'm not. So, I mean, it's one of those... Really? That doesn't... Do I only have like a small... No, I don't have just a small winch. Or is that just really far away? In which case, that's actually pretty bad. There are oh dear. Is that big enough? Just to enable me to get some forward movement. What's the best? The Ford or the Transtar? Jury's out on that one still. I mean, they both essentially have the same capabilities. They offer the same tires. I guess at the minute, my thought is that the Transtar is a little better because it seems to have a bit more ground clearance, but I've not really measured that in any way, so that's about it. The shorter wheelbase helps with handling and getting over hills compared to the very long Ford, but I mean, they both, in terms of actually shifting cargo, they both do it in pretty much the same way. Come on. This is the downhill bit. You can see ahead the bit I am concerned about. Progress. I think we're doing okay for now. Oh, I always just keep having to stop just a little bit shy. Hey Kim. Oh, this is study to apologize. Right. Will that help me? No. Oh, actually, there's a tree over here. If you didn't think there would be this much winching, then you thought wrong. There is the Detour. I can't actually remember anything about the Detour specifically, although it is a bit narrow looking. It might be a bit muddier, so you're trading the incline on the hill for the mud, which I would rather take on the incline. Oh, we've got a big rock here, so we're going to try and avoid that. I need to get the trailer's wheels up towards this side so it doesn't drag the whole thing down the hill like that. Oh, I was going to say we were nearly there, but we had another one to go. That's quite bad. This might be a restart on this mission, because I'm not going to be able to turn it over. And having to get something out here. That's an early fail. It's just lifted the whole thing off the ground. What to do in this situation? Well, hang on, let me just see if I can find out how heavy is. This will just take a second. I'm gonna find out the weight of this trailer. Truck trailer weight. That's trucks. So, mission trailers. What is it? The oil rig salvage semi-trailer. Oh, it's a lot lighter than I thought, actually. It's only 14 ton. Huh. Right, well, this is going to have to go... I mean, given the angle, there's no way I'm turning it over. So, it's in Blackbird. Oh, I'm going to have to drive all the way back. Right, restart. So that puts the trailer back in the... Well, there. Right, let's jump in the Ford. We'll use it for a bit of scanning and recon. Let's get the right thing back up in there. Yeah, it's a lot lighter than it looks. I mean, the trailer itself looks like it could be 14 ton. Right, up and over. So, what I'm going to do with the Ford will flip the Transtar. We'll also use it to scout the other routes to see how narrow or muddy it is. And then we'll go again. To be honest, that's the first time I've actually flipped doing that mission. It's just because the Transtar has got no weight to sort of keep it level. Once it was going, that was it. Right, so down here we go. It's interesting start to this area. Right. Try and get through this way. There's a lot of fallen trees. Because it's either drag yourself along with those trees on the left, or if you've got the mass, go this way. Which, oh, maybe I should have put a bit of weight on the trailer, on the flatbed. That might have helped, but I mean, going in at quite an angle. I mean, it's just the situation, really. It is what it is. Maybe this bit is particularly thick, but then it gets a bit easier to get through. No, not at all. It's just going to be Winch Fest until the mission is done. Luckily, this is... well, this is probably the most difficult contract. It's definitely a shock to the system for new players who, you know, not experienced any of the maps. Of course, I've played every map quite a lot. So to come from Michigan into this, it's a big jump. And you think, oh yeah, I'm excited about moving that really big trailer, and then you've got to go through here, and you're like, oh, this is actually awful. So we're just gonna keep on winching. And it shouldn't be too difficult to pull the Ford back over. And I've got a tree on the... oh, of course, I disconnect the winch and it breaks. Typical. Alright, gentlies. And then we'll be scampering through the snow. You use the Colab 74760. I imagine it would make mincemeat of this area, as would the Zix 605R, or the Mastodon. But you know, they've got 8-wheel drive and locked diffs and a lot of torque. I think when I first did this, I used the P16 with some aid from the Azov 64131, because I hadn't yet realized that the P16 can be pretty helpless at times. I think that was the first sign of me thinking, it's actually maybe not as good as we thought. Just too much weight on that front set of wheels on the P16. Oh, it is going to be mighty interesting getting that trailer through here. There's not going to be much of the route that is just driven by the truck itself. Hey Biggs, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. You're new, welcome. Oh. Alright, come on. You can limp through. I wonder how much my little truck driver pays in, like, truck washing fees. What's my guess on the Kenworth W990? I've no idea. That's not in the game. Right, apparently there's a bumpy road ahead. Right, so the Transtar should be just around the corner. Oh, that's halfway across. I don't know anything about the W990, so I can't really. Plus, I mean, whether or not it's actually implemented in a way that's comparable to real life is also a different story. There's no point speculating before it's even on the test server. Yeah, I saw the headlight picture and they're like, guess the truck. Like, yeah, not thousands of trucks in existence. Maybe this bit is a bit too difficult for the Transtar. Just readying the camera that way for a quick winch moment. Come on, up you get. Right, that should be okay to just let go of that now. And right, let's get myself turned around. The truck tipped over, that's why it was on its side. It's part of the floating drill contract. So I'm not going to tip over the trailer. So that was reset. Right, let's check out the Detour route. Come on, round you go. Let's get the Transtar back into position. Might pinch some fuel out of the Ford as well. There we go, nice and bouncy. Ooh. Right, nice and back into safety. Shouldn't have any issues actually driving back to the start area. Right, give me your fuel. Come on, you can make it around the corner. Right. Let's continue to investigate here. Yeah, see the... it's going to be a snow crawl. Which... is that worse than mud? Probably. But I suppose you've got the trees for making progress. So you got a little bit of snow. That mud doesn't look particularly inviting through there either. Let's just speed things up a bit. Of course, a winch to the trees that can be pulled down. Why wouldn't it winch to something more substantial? Alright, nearly through there, and then we've got this. You can just see this muddy patch. Just try and skate on the side of it. Ooh, it might be a pretty slow go, but I suppose I would eventually get there without really a risk of tipping over. God, there's more snow. Times you wish you had the Tatra Force or something. Just using that front wheel just to help carve. Create the path of least resistance. So it's going to be, yeah, I mean, a lot more winching, but obviously a lot safer, given the fact that it just immediately fell over. Oh, there's a boulder there. Oh, that's going to be slightly awkward. It gets windy here, which you've got a really big vehicle. You're going to struggle. Alright, let's pop that there. Alright, let's get this back to the oil rig semi-trailer. You can see without 14-ton bearing down on it, we can make a decent go of getting through this stuff. Although that is particularly bad there, but just easing back a bit takes the edge off. Alright, a little mulligan. And repairs, I presume? Oh no. Look how big it is. Silly big. Oh, that's the winch. There we go. Just struggling to get traction a little bit off the line, but that's fine. I mean, the wheels on this thing are something else. Right, can I skip through, dash through that mud? No? Just digging holes now. Ooh, that's a lot of mud. Although this is now the third time I've been through here, so suitably munched. Sometimes all you need is just a little bit of a tug to get going again. And we will, yeah, I think we'll take the detour through the snow. We might be, we might be all right through the snow with a bit of weight on. We'll just push through to the bottom. Oh, this is where I got stuck before, wasn't it? We're not going forward, are we? Oh, because I've winched the wrong point. Oh dear. So I was pulling on the middle of the truck. Oh, we just kind of got some purchase without the winch there. That was always good. I'll have to take quite a late turn in. Kington, not the best choice of truck. If the trailer tips, you'll be in big trouble. Yeah, I mean, that's already happened. And I've only got the choice between this and the Ford CLT 9000. So, yeah, it is what it is. Not much I can do about it. Is one of the legs stuck on the ground? I think so. Causing some resistance. I suppose actually, although it'll pull down a bit, it should still pull me forward. You got all that trailer weight on that forward axle that it has. Quite bizarre forward axle. Yeah, that's why I didn't try and get it back on its wheels. I just reset the mission because I fell over there. Actually, the Transtar was there. The trailer was here. Oh, I've just turned the headlights on by accident. Right. Detour, here we come. Sorry about your yield sign. I don't know, it seems a bit worthless out here. It's not like you see anybody, is it? Oh, doing okay so far. I mean, this is still mostly just dirt, but it's this next bit into the snow. And this is where I might actually just try low gear, but if it can't really cause, I do get a little bit of wheel spin. But yeah, I need just more power to be put down. So low gear really is not of much use. And I think I can. Ooh, it's quite a bit of lean. Pick a tree, any tree. I'll get my truck over here. Oh, that's quite a dodgy angle. But that's too wide though. Ah, it's that front wheel. No, it's always the front wheel. Oh. No, we don't want to do that. Anything. Something like that. Just pull it forward and to the right. I'm pretty much jackknifing the truck with the winch. And I just want to get past this awkward ground. That should be on the midline. That's fine. No, there we go. Not again. Right, that was, yeah, fairly poor approach. The winch is still attached. The winch is still working. Why is the winch still working? There's no autonomous winch for this truck. Oh my god. I mean, that would have snapped off. Right. Oh, the trailer's doing some things. The trailer is doing some things. Right, we've got the Ford nearby. Trailer winches are semi-autonomous. I mean, the winch was connected to the truck. And how would semi-autonomous even work? They're either on or they're off. Right, let's go back through here. Going to have to try flip the trailer over. I don't want to have to go all the way back to the beginning again. So the ground way is easier. I've never had a truck fall over with the winch attached and then for the winch to remain attached after the engine is cut out. You found it to be the hardest on the map. Oh, by far, yeah. Ended up winching sideways and flipping over. I'm gonna give it a go and get myself behind a tree. I'm gonna have to double check the winch I've actually got installed because it feels like it's a bit shorter than normal. Yeah, if I had a bigger truck though, I mean, it would all pretty much be fine. Right. Plan is get the front end of the Ford behind a tree over here. Winch it away from the hill. Look at that, it moves quite easily. Means it's going to slide around. It's still moving now. Which means unlikely. Right, let's get the Transtar back on its wheels. Which is definitely not in an awkward position. Yeah, I understand how I'm going to flip it over. You can't pull something over from a corner. You're just going to pull it diagonally. Let's get the Ford up here. I wish the wing mirrors, I wish they'd fix that. It's so annoying. Right, that's rotated it around. Grab the middle. Make the Transtar reverse down the slope. And then get the Transtar out of the way. If at all possible. Right, that should do it. Right, whereabouts is the winch point? There. So I want to be... I could try and reverse into this position. I want to be behind this tree. Or at least have one of my winch points behind the tree anyway. That's the good thing about this game, because you can put the winch anywhere. You can just manipulate directions quite easily. Because it will actually be the winch doing the work, not the truck. The truck's no way going to be capable. And then pull that around. Oh, if I can get behind a further tree, that'd be even better. Although I've got to be close enough to... No, that's not going to be close enough, is it? Nope. I can't. Too many trees. Yeah, I need to be a bit closer. So behind that first tree is what we want. Bring myself forward. I wish you could flick the camera out a bit more. I might have to adjust the third person field of view so I can get more viewing done. Into there. Seems like it doesn't quite want to go. Move that to there. Why do you not want to get closer? Oh, there you go. You can do. Right. It's not close enough. Ah, darn it. So some of the trailer was in the area. I can only get the truck. Give me a middle section. Ah, there we go. Alright, well, here goes. Right, while I can do that, I'm just gonna... Why is the engine in this off again? It's either that or I have to just reset and give this a third go. Look at it freaking out. Come on. Yeah, it's just going to be dragged along. Oh. Little more. Little more. There we go. Right. Though I do have to let go. Which I wish you could gently release the winch. I don't know why that isn't an option. It's a basic feature on any winch. Instead, you have to... Wow, he didn't move at all. Okay, it just moved a lot. And I don't know why. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Ford and put it here. Because it's got a very tall cab. If I can get out of the woods. But yep, using trucks as anchors around trees is by far, the best way of actually getting things unstuck. Not relying on the truck's power, not relying on just using the winch straight on. Put it behind something that can't move and you're golden, pretty much. Pull the nose around. It's going to be a bit awkward getting out of this position. Oh my god, I can move at more than 1 mile per hour. God, that hitbox is something else. It's dreadfully large. Apparently, I've hit it. Alright. I'm hoping that kind of acts as a shock. It will also incur a bit of rolling resistance. That's where I need to be, just gently pulling this kind of forward, kind of straight. Wish the truck could turn. I gotta pull the front end of the Transtar around. Oh, its weight is so it's just negligible compared to the trailer. And then, I mean, once I get off this mound, everything will be fine. I mean, at the minute, the Transtar doesn't have any actual purpose. Again, the angle is just not great. Oh, there we go. We've leveled off. Yay! But as we did a little recon run, we knew this route was just going to be all snow anyway. And thank God that the trailer has a forward hitch point, like a winching point. Because look, I mean, the Transtar is of no consequence. A little bit of mud. Can we drive ourselves? Can we go ourselves? No, not quite. Is it a bit deep on that side? Now we're leaning the other way. Well, over here we go. It's quite a steep turn. Oh, as if that tree isn't there. Thank God for the Ford CLT 9000 just being a tower block. There we go, look, see, the truck can pull the trailer. Just. I can't steer at the minute. There we go. Oh, there's a bit of a hill. Are the legs gonna hit the ground and get stuck? Whoops. Yep, they are. Absolutely hate this about this trailer. Yeah, it just... Oh, it's such bad design. This is where it really gets stuck. Nope, not past that. This chute, nope. And then the more I do that, the more it twists the Transtar around. We'll just... because it's basically hovering at this point. These boulders are going to be fun. Just need to get... there we go, the trailer's back wheels are high enough now. Again, oh, it's going to be a wide one. Hopefully that boulder doesn't pose too much of a problem. Best practice. Oh, really? Right. Go forward a little bit. That should be there close enough. Yeah. From the trailer is pretty much always... yes. Yeah, I've got a mouse. I've got a cursor. Maybe I'm winching his way to the harbour. I mean, yeah, look at the snow and the mud. Won't be winching all the way. In fact, you can drive, near enough drive all the way to this point here. You get a good run at it. Come on, get around the corner. What am I saying? This thing isn't made to go around corners at all. I'm playing Winch Hero right now. But it's so the main bit of the road, this is the Detour is longer, harder to actually drive through, but the road itself is level. The other route is heavily cambered with a high chance of tipping over. So it's like a bit of a no-brainer, really, given that this thing has already tipped over before, and this is attempt number 2. In fact, this trailer has tipped over twice, but I rescued it once. That outside line is not great. Oh, we were actually moving then. Come on, little Transtar. It's just... It'd be so much nicer if those little feet didn't have such aggressive resistance, or if they weren't feet, they were wheels. A lot of trailers drop feet are actually wheels. So if they catch the ground, they will just roll. Which makes things quite a bit easier. It's all... truck's performance is mostly down to the tires you use, in all honesty. These are AWD 2 tires. You know, if I had highway tires on the highway truck, it would be absolutely garbage, pointless. But I don't. I've got off-road tires. All-wheel drive and Diff Lock helps, but they're not essential. I'm worried about that little outcrop in there. But we're getting there. We're nearly out of the detour. In fact, there's like 2 detours. Right, another tight corner. Yeah, things like all-wheel drive and Diff Lock just make it easier. Not to say that it's impossible to do it without it. It's just, there's such a reliance. I mean, you wouldn't get through Spintires without all-wheel drive and Diff Lock. There's just no way. Much harder. And I've got half of my driving wheels off the ground. Right, come on. Kind of want to bring the front of this around because we've got a bit of a lean on again. I'm not moving under just the sheer weight. Can I get onto this tree? Nope. I can get onto this one though. Be more incline, which is not great. I mean, what would the driver of this truck be thinking? Like, I'm going sideways. Is that going to tip over? I don't think so. That will help a lot. As if you're tipping over, you pull yourself into the direction you're tipping. If you're driving, if you're winching, try and winch the opposite. Right. You just wait until the mud pit. There might be some winch in there. I don't know if you're ready for that. Ah, the wheels are either side of that snow bank, making it even harder for me to move. Oop. I think I might have overcooked that a bit. I need to very gently pull this back down. We're playing a balancing act. Winch Runner? That's a different kind of game. No. Do that one. Just to keep myself always connected. While you've got a winch on, you can select anywhere else. I guess with a mouse. I don't know if you can on console. But it's so you can ensure that you're always connected to something. Right, I can't fall over to the left, to the right now because there's a big tree there and it'll catch me. See, Bryce? You've only played Mudrunner on your phone. Interested. I didn't even think it was available on mobile. I suppose what is that, through like the Xbox app or something? Oh my god, imagine trying to pick the winch point on a phone. In a dense forest. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Cool. I mean, most phones have the power of at least a mid-range laptop these days, so I suppose it's not unfeasible that they could make it work on a phone. Must put out some heat though. I'm limping. Trying to drive through old. Show you where the wheels are in case you can't see. I'm basically trying to drive through already ploughed ground. Right, a forward winch point. I think if you've kind of been following the series of live streams, that you can kind of anticipate that this is what is going to happen with this sort of trailer, just from its sheer size and the route. But I did want to get it out of the way early, and then we can go back to normal missions. I think so far I've maybe driven about 5% of the route without a winch. Well, this bit's going to be pretty rough. It's technically moving, but, you know, not at a reasonable pace. Come on, little Transtar, you can do it. Well, you can do some of it at least. The winch will do a lot more, but you know, you get the sentiment. Come on, I should be able to get into high gear in a second. Mudrunner Mobile for $6 on the App Store. That's what I'm doing Thanksgiving Day. Presume getting stuck in the mud, and then you'll be sitting with friends and family and then just blurt out because you're stuck again. Please turn right, truck. Please turn right. I just want you just to turn right just a little bit. Thank you. Come on. I am moving, I think, at a speed that could be measured in centimeters per second. I'm gonna need some more fuel soon. Nope, is it not? No, it doesn't wanna do that. No. Well, luckily I've got the rear winch point. It's just those, you can see the landing feet just carving through the ground. Well, yes, technically everything can be measured in centimeters per second, but it's not always appropriate. In the same way, it's not really appropriate to measure my speed in miles per hour right now. Or kilometers per hour. Let's see. Let's look at the dial. Yep, it's just on 0. I imagine the heat, actually, if there were working temperature gauges in these trucks, it'd probably be up there. With the amount it's had to work. And the diffs would be on fire. Oh, B. This, you basically scrap the truck afterwards. Right, the little feet gonna touch the ground. Don't think so. And we've got the yellow bit past there. They're not quite close enough. What will I do when I run out of fuel? Probably refill the truck with fuel. I've got a Ford. I put a fuel tanker on it and come and refill. How? With another vehicle? It's not hard mode or anything, or even if it was, I'd do it in the same way. Get out and push. It might be faster, Mike. You never know. Right, that tree is going to get stuck in the way, so it's always as soon as you let go. It's like they designed it to work that way. Once I'm there at the end of the track, things will be much easier. The harsh driver sticker is just completely brown now. Like, there's a clean one. There's a dirty one. There's a clean one. That's it. It's got a brown square on the side of my truck. I don't always like winching from the very front. Yeah, I've gone. The left is not as deep as that right-hand bit, which is why I've gone this way. Are we getting around the corner? Oh, with plenty of clearance. 77. I'm not sure I'll even run out of fuel. Not really. I mean, the Transtar is not that thirsty. I mean, technically, I can just winch without even accelerating. Just helps me to clear a bit of a path. Oh, look at that. Perfect. It's almost like I maybe knew, but I didn't. Well, I'm still getting the warning that I should increase my bitrate by 5,000 kilobits, but everything's fine. Good old YouTube changing things in the background all the time. Right, I need to start turning left. This will help with that. Little Transtar. I bet the engine in this is fairly small as well. And it's doing all this work in just running the winch. And the driver is going to have had a ridiculous workout. It's given the vehicle's age. Probably doesn't have power steering. And the amount he's been swiveling that steering wheel around. He's going to be the new arm wrestling champion of the village. Oh, you've decided to go on the rocks, have you, little trailer? Or big trailer? Those wheels are off the ground. Alright, turns out we need a little bit more forward oomph. Get those wheels back down. Oh, come on, you were basically there. You were home free. Little big trailer, definitely. Nearly there. There's the road. Freedom. And a bog down. Inevitably. Come on, little Transtar, you got this. Water over road, yeah, that's the biggest problem down there, isn't it? Oh, the guardrail's gonna get in the way, no doubt. Just got to get some traction. So driving on the little snowy bit, just on the edge. Give my wheels a bit of drive. While the back wheels of the trailer get over the guardrail. Yay! Spin to win. Alright, now we've just got to make it to the port. It's very slidey, isn't it? Whoa! So I think what, the trailer is probably twice, if not a little bit more, 2.5 times the weight of the truck. It's such an influence on what I do. It's going to be easier just driving from the cab. There we are, pretty much all free. Through the turmoil. Until we have to move the next massive trailer to the port. Although that's going to be mostly roads, and it's just going to be those little trailer legs getting stuck on every hill I drive over. And just hoisting the truck off the ground. There we go. Thank you very much. We'll take that. 3,300, and I didn't run out of fuel. Oh, there we go. There's a big and done. And I never have to go down here. Oh no, I do actually. I think, is it oil delivery? Yep. I have to go down there once more. But that'll be quite straightforward. I can, in fact, I can go this way to do that. Oh, right. So should we do Lost Tube? Yeah, let's do Lost Tube. Right, so it's just a round square. Right, let's switch to I go back there a few times. I'll be fine. And get through there with a flatbed. No issues. It's just with a 14-ton, billion-foot-long trailer that's the issue. Right. Oh, which one? That one's technically lighter for some reason, I think. Don't ask me why. It just is. Right. I'll double check my route into the middle of the map. Yeah, I'll go this way. So let's go ice skating and try not to jackknife. Do I? Masochism runner? Yeah, could be. Actually, this didn't really move with a crane on it, did it? It didn't budge at all when we were recovering those other bits. Instead of having to use two trucks, I will... Oh, front wheels are going to be digging down. All that extra weight. I'm now in the region of 10 tons. I was going to put the big crane on the Ford CLT 9000. But figured that might be kind of hellish to drive in rough terrain. Given the fairly extreme weight. Alright, now we'll see what this thing can really do. Apart from a really big drift. Oh, it's so... Because I've got the crane on, it's really dulled the responsiveness through rough ground. In playing these games with no all-wheel drive and Diff Lock, I've really learned the value of when and when not to have a crane. And if you don't need it, don't put it on. Because it just adds extra weight and can really affect your handling. Especially if you don't have all-wheel drive. Come on, scamper. Scamper and climb. You just flick between high and auto every once in a while. Auto just to be able to regulate your acceleration a little bit more when the truck is slowing down. Or else you just have to, because you'll nearly stall and then you'll have to go back to auto anyway. Come on. Over you get. Shouldn't need to stop for fuel. Am I using a controller? Yes. I would not drive on mouse and keyboard. So I'm on PC, but I use an Xbox controller. And then for winching, I use the mouse because it's a lot quicker and it's easier to pick the winch points. What? Why not? Why would I not use mouse and keyboard? Because mouse and keyboard is all or nothing with steering, power, and braking. Controller, I can actually regulate the amount of power I'm putting into the truck. So I can press the trigger just a little bit and we can get going. In the same way, if I go full on, we get going. It's better for getting out of mud rather than just being full forward or full stop. Driving with a controller is always better than driving with a keyboard. There's a lot more finesse, especially the steering. Ow. This, oh, I turned too soon. Luckily, this truck is fairly small. See, this is where the addition of the crane is going to impede me a little bit. When it comes to changes in slope. I'm having to hill climb because it's just digging the front wheels down. Nope, that ground's not appropriate for low gear, especially if that tree won't break. There we go. Alright, up another snowy bank, and then we've got to cross a river, and a whole lot of other fun. Everybody's got to go. Good luck with that pipe. Learn some things on stream. Yeah, sure. Ray Chaz. Been nice having you. I hope you can come back soon. Same time every week. So have a good one. Have a good week. Come on, up we go. Thank you very much, sir. Right, come on. There we go, high gears in. As we scamper. It's just that occasional bit of snow that just takes the wind out my sails. Which is a bit annoying. It's got to be said. Oh, the number of times I think the very first playthrough where I crash into these thick bits of ice on the edge and do massive damage. Alright, this bit is a bit too rough for the truck. Just a bit deep, really. But it's handled most of the journey pretty well. Right, let's go grab this pipe. It should be a fairly simple case of just pulling it in close, nice and low, and then just oiking it in. Luckily we've got the yellow crane, which is good length. Ooh. Oh, it has to go there though, doesn't it? So I'm gonna... yeah. Somewhere I can turn around? Oh, I can turn around over there. Hey, AGL, that's alright. You've missed it though. Floating drill is done. How did it... Oh my god, I'm an hour and a half in. I did not realize. Flipped over a few times. And need to maybe come a bit closer. See, we can adjust this winch because this is technically just using the winch. But not the one we use for towing and whatnot. Come on, just lift and rock. And in. Bingo. This thing does not, with a crane on it, it is weirdly stable. Like, it does not budge. You drove up on the slab. I think I did this in co-op. I think we put the crane truck, we used a big crane. We put that on the slab and the trailer in the gully bit, and that worked pretty well. I'd be interested to see how heavy this cargo is, because it really shouldn't be heavy. So we'll reverse in. Oh my god, I'm actually getting... This road's a bit weird though. This is like the left side is completely fallen away. And of course, there's actually nothing of benefit. There we go, that's better. The rod's just not falling away from me. For no reason. Ooh. Hey, Sam. Alright, let's get down this hill. Come on, you should get traction on this wet rock. I have different trucks though, playstyle is different, don't use mods ever. It's fair enough. There's some pretty good mod maps. And some pretty fun mod vehicles if you just want to mess around. That was a very straightforward mission. Yeah, I'm not doing power lines check right now. Where do you have to take the drowned Hummer to? Oh, I haven't even technically accepted the mission. I presume it's back to the garage. What was stuck in the... Oh, that's stuck in the mountains. Find the radio station is to drive to there. Well, seeing as I've got some... Oh, I've got a big cargo trailer. Have I done all the cargo related tasks I have access to? Power lines check, find the radio station, fuel tank. That's a vehicle. Yes, they're all trailers, vehicles, whatever. Log it. Oh yeah, there's this. We started this. Yeah, because I've already done the metal beam. So this warehouse, you can get bricks. How many are we need? 4 and 2, and you get the fuel from there. Which way to go? This way? That way's not too bad, actually. I could come back over this way with the cargo and go that way. Yeah, right. Let's do Port's Polar Base Supply. Or, well, I said let's do it. Let's finish it off because we already started. And the camera even shook up and down. The camera agrees. It was nodding. Plus, I can get some fuel from the fuel station. Although I should probably use the Ford at some point. It's been quite heavily neglected in Alaska so far, but I suppose I have been testing the Transtar to see what it can do. But, you know, Alaska has plenty of missions to do, so definitely not like we're running out anytime soon. You go after the Russian trucks who've spent time in Amur and Tamir. Everybody loves Amur. The Tatras in the Don are very much worth going after. Oh, it's the International Transtar. 4070A. You can find one for free in Smithville Dam in Michigan, down in the big swamp. It's completely dead and seemingly has been there for years, considering like pretty much nothing works. But pretty much everybody ignores it because just up the road you get the White Western Star. Oh, wait, where did that tree come from? Oh, I see, the winch. Ooh. Once you have the Russian trucks, you get spoiled. I don't know. I think you're spoiled by the twin steer. But yeah, the Russian vehicles are a lot more powerful in this game because they're built for the terrain. You know, the lack of infrastructure across Russia demands this type of vehicle, whereas there's not really a need for it in America, or in North America at least. I thought you might chip in there, Mike. No such thing as OP, only just doing it a bit faster. Alright, sort out the approach coming out of there. Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, they don't build roads, they just put more wheels on. Yeah. Whereas, say, in Canada and stuff, where you've got a lot of the logging, they build a road specifically for the trucks that go there. So it might be a big, massive, semi-paved sort of gravel road. So the trucks are built for that road. So a lot of like Western Star trucks, they don't need to be refitted for extreme conditions. They just need different tires. You know, and then when you get to the likes of the P16, they're not built to go on the roads. They're built to be trekking up and down these mountains all day. But they don't really have to plow through the mud like in Tamir. It doesn't seem like many of the American regions are actually that representative of where they're supposed to be located. Alaska maybe, but there would probably be some infrastructure at least for, you know, getting to the oil fields and the drills and stuff. Not just a massive muddy swamp that nothing's going to get down. You wouldn't even walk down it. The exhaustion would kill you. Well, the drowning in the mud would probably kill you. The exhaustion would help you get there, though. I feel like what Alaska should have been just more heavily adverse weather. Like having whiteouts and being sort of not stuck, but you know, you've got to stay on what is essentially an iced road, or else you're off the road, you're off the verge, and you're you know, in a massive ditch, rather than crawling through the woods. Michigan has much better roads than it does. Yeah, exactly. Seeing as I'm lowish, I will grab the fuel first. I don't know. I doubt that Sabre actually send somebody to recon an area. They probably just use, because I know from being in contact that they use like height maps. You know, the maps are somewhat based on real places, obviously tremendously scaled down, considering our actual speeds compared to the maps only being 2 kilometers across is incredibly low. even when we're at full speed, it would still take us a while to cross a map on a paved road, even though it's only 2 kilometers. Oh yeah, no, the game's not meant to be realistic, but when you're based in things like this is supposed to be Alaska and you've got Michigan, and they're seemingly not really like those places. But when you look at the Russian maps, you can actually imagine that those places are like that. So in that regard, they are a bit more realistic. Especially the likes of Kola Peninsula and stuff. And Amur. So, the Amur region, the Amur Oblast, serves as a cosmodrome. It's out in the middle of nowhere, so there is no infrastructure. I can't remember if they actually went through building it in the end entirely, or whether or not it was cancelled, but you know, they just went out into the middle of nowhere in an immensely mineral and resource rich area and just thought, we'll build a spaceport here. Why not? And then the roads are an afterthought sort of thing. Oh, we've got a dirt path, we don't need a road, that's fine. Bring out the 10-wheeler. Right, let's get up and get these bricks. I will have to put a bit of cargo on the top. Obviously, I've only got 5 slots, but I need to shift 6 bits of cargo, and it's not really worth doing it twice. Alright, there we go. Speed limit 35. Do not worry about that. Alright, so we're going to want 1 on the loading bay. Definitely don't want medium pipes. Look at this. The tray just doesn't move. It's like this weird power the Transtar has. It doesn't move when using the crane. Right, that's probably going to fall off, but I'll deal with that when it happens. Right, let's... I mean, I've got more fuel. Is it just going to be easier to go that way? I mean, it took a bit longer. Or do I just cut back through here, which is a bit more windy? Decisions, difficult decisions. I'm in an R in. I might just go the long way. That puts me within reach of another fuel station and some other various bits. I don't know, I'm going the long way. Which way is it? Am I going to be able to get through here? Should be. And if the bricks fall off, just pick them up and put them back on. They're already sliding off. Could use the crane just to keep hold of them, but I'll be fine. Right, high gear, what speed am I doing? I don't know, my arms are just in the way. I don't know, it's like barely 20. I think this can get to 35 in auto, so like 8th gear. That's really sending it. Right, so we've got the slightly difficult bit, and then when we get up here, it gets a bit easier again. It's like up there is snow, but down here is snow times 2. So we just keep steering, just keep steering, just keep steering. Again, I suppose actually having the crane has helped here as well. But it's gonna impede my hill climbing. Using speed to my advantage, absolutely. Putting a off-road gearbox in either this or the Ford CLT 9000 is just pointless, because you don't get the benefit of low minus and low plus because you don't have diff lock or all-wheel drive. They're great for mixing things up when you need to try maybe some different options, but it's easier for me just to have the high range gearbox in this truck, be able to travel faster when I can, and I can better moderate the power that I need just from being in auto gear, so I don't need the low gear. And then when appropriate, we just bang it into high, which, you know, as long as you keep the revs high, it drives itself. There we go, because we've got a bit of weight on the rear wheels. It really helps us push through to the areas where we can actually get traction. My rev counter might be maxed right now, but oh, it's not far off being redlining. Certainly getting there though. I'm amazed the bricks are still on there, to be honest. They're doing a good job of just being stuck down. It's strange that I can't just apply another set of straps over the top to hold them in place. That would be, I don't know, perfectly reasonable for me. There we go. Slowly but surely. And now we got downhill through the snow. Oh, we got into 4th. How exciting and dangerous. Oh, the chain restraint actually pokes through the bricks on that side. Unplayable. Literally unplayable. Clips through the bricks. Alright, come on. A little bit of mud. Test for second gear. Bang it into high armor bricks. My bricks fell down. We got pretty far before the bricks fell off. I just want to see if I extend this out. Look! It just doesn't move. What's that? Full extension. So the crane can no longer lift. But you don't know. This hasn't budged. Yeah, I know I'm slightly parked on a opposing hill. But hang on. Take the bloody aperture down. So the crane is actually flexed off the chassis. But yeah, this truck is weirdly stable with a crane. And that's pretty much, and that's, it can do this with metal beams as well, a cargo which is much heavier. It's really weird. That's why I wasn't too fussed about using it for lifting the pipe. There we go, right, that's back in the middle. I'm the only player giving this truck attention. There are a few people on the Snowrunner Reddit that have used it. That are also trying like no all-wheel drive, no Diff Lock runs. Although they're a bit behind the times, but no all-wheel drive, but it does have anti-grav as standard. Of course, it was the only international model to come with that. But other trucks, like if I'd have done that with a Bandit, I'd have practically fallen over. Or even some of the bigger Russian vehicles, they'd have had a lean at least. But nope, this thing is weirdly stable. And there was no outrigger use either, because I never ever really use them. Right, so now we're just kind of doing the ring road bit until we can circle inwards. I'm going to climb that mountain at some point. Ooh. Although that might be Apache time, to be honest. That might just be easier for that. Get out of the rotten ground. There we go. I don't think this is going to fare too well when it comes to logging, which is a concern. Oh dear. Bricks look like they might fall off again. There we go, bingo. So we just trundle along. Taking a right there. Oh, that taking a right is exactly where we're supposed to go, actually. Oh no. Bricks, please. Oh, why is the camera so close? Oh, no. Oh, well, it's not a great place to lose bricks. Look. Do it again. It just... Look, you can see the suspension in the truck taking the lift. You can see how the axle isn't parallel to the bumper. But it just does it. It just doesn't fall over. This is how it should be. Ooh, yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have just dropped the bricks from that height. But Restore the crane. Build the revs. Handbrake off. Right, what was the... I think it's staying left is the easiest way to get through this. Ooh, that boulder looks like it's going to send the trailer flying. Sure did. Oh no, I went too far right. No worries. Oh, this is the first time we're using the winch in this mission. There we go. This brick's hanging on. Hanging on for dear life. As soon as I turn the corner, they're just going to fly off, which is fine. Unless I'm gentle. Nope, there they go. I'm actually just going to drive with them at the side of the truck. No. Maybe I should have just done this the whole way, actually. Like over the front of the truck or something, or over the, rather, over the back. There you go, the ultimate crane and semi-trailer combo. The International Transtar. Right, what's next? I don't really fancy doing timber right now. Deliver 2 medium logs to the sawmill. And... oh, it's to the sawmill. Which is there. Oh, that's not too bad. The medium logs is going to be rubbish, but drilling supplies. 1 cargo container. 1. Can I not get both from here? Just the medium pipes and cargo container. Which is a 2, so you'd have to come... oh, but that bit of road is horrible, so go that way. I'm currently over here. Oh, no, I'm still looking at the missions. Drilling subs. Fire in a barrel. Two to the port. Might just be an easy one. Mountain delivery. Oil delivery. No. Ah, yes. I've got to go back there for that. Oh, for 4. So I would need a big trailer. Right, well... no, not that one. No, where was it? Oh, it is fire in a barrel. But we are over here. The truck is useless if you can't nap in it. Well, I mean, this guy just goes to sleep, doesn't he? But it's never nighttime here. We don't need sleep where we're going. Let's get rid of that, and I don't need the crane anymore. So I'm going to take it off. Where's the loading crane? Or should I do it in the Ford? Oh yes, it only needs a flatbed, doesn't it? And I've already gone out of the garage. I really think that one through it. I was like, I'll just use another big trailer for 2 slots of cargo. Let's use the Ford. I haven't used it in a while. I mean, it did single-handedly do Michigan, so it needed a break. But look at the wheelbase difference. It's enormous. At least I'm not going to jackknife myself going around here either. Whee! Look at that dated interior. Although you got your night heater on the end there and some other bits. So which wheels do you buy for the same as for the Transtar, the AWD 2? But you see, the ground clearance isn't as good as the Transtar. Which has been a problem from time to time in Michigan. We'll see how we fare. Around. Oh, God. It's also quite fast. No chains. No. Chains only work on ice. That's why you'll never see me use chain tires unless there's a massive hill. Chains don't work in snow. And they have terrible dirt rating as well. I will happily slide across roads and ice so that I can drive through dirt and light mud. That was quite an early mistake I made in the co-op series where I think I was in this, my buddy was in the Transtar, and we just because in our heads logically chain tires work in snow, so we put them on and discovered that they were absolute garbage. And more in places does require chains, yeah, but it's the roads that require the chains. It's the hills over Eska River towards the Cosmodrome. Imandra requires chains, but just for the big hill that you drive up. You don't actually even need chains in White Valley to get up the hill. If you have a good enough run, you can get up there without it. Might be different because I don't have all-wheel drive. We'll have to see. But it seems silly that chains are nerfed. Yeah, it really is. It is fairly bizarre. Yeah, we're not coming through that little lane ever because even with a capable truck, it is awful. Right, so easy left. That way would be fairly awful to drive. Oh, I could go over the mountain. Or not. There would have to be serious incentive for me to drive over the mountain with cargo with one of these two trucks. Oh, watch out for the moose. It's a plural, meese. Meese crossing. Look at that. Absolutely ploughing. Plus, there's a bit of a... On sort of regular ice roads that aren't going up mountainsides, there's a bit of a knack to staying in the right direction. And that's just to, when you're on the ice, just, I guess, pump the gas, would that be the right term? Just go on and off every other second or so while steering, and it does help you to turn. Rather than just going full bore into it. I'm quite entertaining, so, oh, thank you very much. It's good to know. I mean, it just shows you how long this truck is. The fact that the flatbed actually has no overhang at all. In that the back of the truck, the chassis, is just visible. And then you get like the Azov 64131 with it, if you've got the crane on it. And then a flatbed. And only half of the flatbed is actually attached to the truck. You've some winching tricks for sure. Good. Oh yeah, it's having them in your pocket to help. Oh, I see. Oh, you've learned some. Oh, wonderful. There are some really good ones. If you get your timing right and you don't think you're going to make the corner, you basically do like something like that off 90 degrees and winch in as you drive, and it'll just whip the front end round so quickly. The Azov is like 50% cab. Yeah, it really is. Unusable cab. Add-ons were definitely an afterthought with that truck. But it's so good. The Batman maneuver, yeah, exactly. And just dip in. Uh-oh. Dip in a drive wheel just in the snow. That'll give you that traction and power. The Azov 64131. It's the not military, not low cab, not Antarctic. It's the one, it's from red and yellow. It's available from level 2, which is just absurd. Ow. Oh, God. Bits of the truck pitching and rolling. And handbrake turn. We just started Scandinavia. It's so good. It's pretty easy driving. Pretty laid back. Mountain delivery. Oil. No. Was it this one? Drilling supplies. To get into the middle. It's sometimes tippy. Yeah, I think it's lots of spares behind it. I think if I was to travel over the mountain, I'd have to reverse up the hill again, and I don't have the ground clearance. Which map would I say is the hardest? Northern Aegis installation in a moor. That is just pain on toast. That map. It makes the rest of the moor look easy, genuinely. Michigan is 99%, Alaska similar. Amore 75. Amore just takes so much time. BC 14, Tamir 20. Tamir only 20. There's a lot of cool stuff to do in Tamir. Currently working in Scandinavia. Yeah, I'm on what, like about 1,000 hours. So I've definitely had Snowrunner burnout. The sense of relief finishing Amore was just it's like, finally it is done. I don't know, should I go into Mountain River? So we've got, well, we can go exploring in Mountain River, I think. Or should I do everything? Should I do everything in Northport first? I don't know. If I'm gonna, I don't know. What do you guys think? Exploring to Mountain River or focus more on Northport? I'm gonna break my own cardinal sin with this trucking by a trailer. I'll do this one more mission. You got the season passes for a discount. Oh, nice. So if I went, there's no way I'm towing a trailer up there. Or really around there. I suppose I could winch. I'd also locate the right. We're going that way. We're going that way, and then we'll head to Northport. Oh, it's gonna suck with the trailer. There's definitely no trailer store over here. Or just a trailer. No, not really. Rubbish. Cargo container it is. There's a little bit of weight to it. Okay, I don't think I will have actually fully traveled this way around before. Not to get to the supply warehouse. I mean, the Transtar had a bit of trouble in the water, and it rides higher. Now I've got a lower ride height, and I've got a 6-ton trailer behind me, whatever it is. Oh, and cargo. There is, yeah, the Royal BM is there. I will detect it and leave it. It's not a mission or anything. I came very close to it on the initial exploration. I couldn't quite remember where it was. So we'll poke our nose at it on the way through. The Royal BM is so fun. It's so bouncy. It's definitely a Marmite truck in the Snowrunner communities, the Royal BM 17. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Tacking Gib. It's got a kind of... I don't know how you really have semi-diff lock, but... Right, we'll have to crawl through here a little bit and then winch the trailer behind us. It is quite heavy on the fuel, if I remember. It's been a fairly long while since I've driven it. Kind of winch is just doing nothing. I think for the video I made where I did a quick review of every truck in the game, it took several attempts to get the footage for it because I kept tipping over because I was driving too quickly. Because I wanted to demonstrate how bouncy it could be while you could keep it on its wheels, and I failed to keep it on its wheels. Quite a lot of that. Right, so, oops, should I just thump the table? Here is quite weird. The ground here does not fall away, so you end up on a really weird angle. So, I'm just gonna go kind of through the middle, which may or may not be a mistake. Maybe slightly towards the right. So I've got some trees. I'm going to detach that, make myself a bit lighter, make myself a bit lighter some more. Just pull the front end around to the right. Just ease up on the wheels. Yeah, it's basically, the BM is essentially, it's a monster truck with a flatbed. If you just put cargo, if the flatbed overhanged the back of the truck and you put cargo on it, you just wheelie everywhere. If you got the balance just right. Are we moving? Not really. Just see it up ahead. Right, let's get that to there. Help ourselves along. Just being... So this is what you can't really do on a keyboard. I'm using so little pressure. I suppose on the keyboard you could just stick it in low to do that, but I like to keep it variable. Oh, I love the Bandit. It's so fun. We used it the other day in the Scandinavia Let's Play. Run some fuel across the mountains. Didn't even need to refuel. The Bandit is actually really good with the van body equipped to it. Although there's just a bit too much flex in it, and sometimes if you're near a like a telegraph pole, it'll catch it. Come on, Winch. Bring your trailer. We'll go walkies. Rely on these two right-hand wheels for drive at the moment. Is that too far? No. Yeah, it's always worth giving trucks another try if initially you didn't like them, especially quite early in the game. Because obviously you've learned how to play a bit more and a bit more of the finer details of what may be the best way of doing certain things. And if you're not using them, definitely sell the trailers. The login trailers are, what, like 14,000? Can you get there from the back? I don't really want to have to try and go at that mud ramp. Slowly but surely through the mud. Well, actually, more just through the water. How far are we from the trailer? Oh, we can still go a bit further before we have to winch it to catch up. Right, that should be... Ooh, yeah, nearly on the limit there. And now we dig ourselves a little hole. There we go. We're gonna get out of here without the winch. Just takes a little bit of patience. It's also helped by the fact that the cargo container isn't packed down, so it doesn't weigh as much. Is that the... Oh no, we can still go a bit further. Is the handbrake gonna hold? Not really. So you gotta drive instead. Too slick for the handbrake to hold me in place. Oh, oh, there it is. Actually, detach. We're gonna poke the front of the truck through the trees. There we go. That's an additional percentage. Hey Bryce, welcome back. You have over $1 million and you don't sell trailers. I mean, play enough of the game, things will get that way. Especially some of the later vehicles, they're very expensive. Well, like the Boar's like $250,000. Oh, well, it's a good thing I had the trailer on for a long time, isn't it? So I just have to take it off again. Right, this time I'm just... cheating is what that is. Get your gap. As long as you're within the minimum distance to attach your trailer, the trailer will just come to you. Useful for shifting trailers that are stuck, for sure. I could do with going forward, but also not just getting myself stuck in the snow. See, this is why I never really go this way. It's pretty slow. Oh, if I'd have gone the long way, I might have just been there by now. But that's the compromise you make. It really seems like PC winching is different from console play. Which winch do I have? The advanced, whatever it's called. So the combination of the most powerful and the longest. I can't remember specifically what it's called. Ooh, speaking of, there's... oh, no, I can reach that, that's fine. Do I usually splurge on the winches? Absolutely. If you don't upgrade the winch, you're missing out. You're really limiting potential. Don't just leave stock winch. Just think, because if you don't want it, you always get the full 100% back. You never lose money on vehicles or equipment in the game. So Scouts is always default autonomous, and yeah, for every other truck, it's whatever the advanced super mega winch, whatever that one's called. Because there's nothing worse than being stuck in the ground and not being able to reach. I don't know if it'll tell you playtime on the Switch. Does it tell you if you press down? No. PlayStation will probably tell you if you go into like the game settings. Alright, let's get this attached again. Pack the cargo, because that's been unpacked for a long time. Oh look, there's more mud. Wonderful. Just when I was getting going again. Yeah, I am never going this way again. As it is just... it's a bit of a grind, really. It's quite mushy ground. Oh, there's more mud. Alright, looks like keeping right on this bit is the way to go. Oh, right, we made it. Yeah, definitely would have been faster going the other way. Medium pipes. Will I fit through that gap that the Transtar got through? Or just take the normal route? Alright, up we go. Yeah, I feel like I should have just done this with a saddle trailer, really, but it's already in the place for the cargo container. Ooh, that's a lot of lean. A lot of digging in. Too much for my liking, really. It's not great. Oh, this route is normally not that friendly. Alright, it's gonna be... time is kind of the essence. So winch it is. This is a long way just to crawl slowly and then drag the trailer. Could, yeah. Well, wow, really? I still can't reach those? As soon as that touches, and brake. Ah, whoops. Again, there's a lot of lean. Although, I mean, it's been genuinely years since I've been this way. Come on, nearly there. Phew. Right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was quite a bounce. Well, for getting up this hill, I might have to detach the trailer to make life easier to get up. See. Yeah, we're going a bit faster now, so we'll make some progress up. Or we won't. Oh well, in that case, I might as well reattach. Oh, hang on. Before I try that, let's try lightening the load a bit. Bit of a jump start. Come on, you can get up this hill. God, the camera in this game is awful. Stop! Oh, twitching. There we go. Oh no. Alright, back down we go. Oops, scratch my ear. Up, 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 up. Right, next crossing is the river. Don't tell me you're going to struggle here as well. This is why a semi-trailer is better. Right. Last muddy corner. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the same again. Ooh, fuel's looking a little low. Avoid the boulders just about. Solid ground, repack. What's the sign say? Oh, I'm stuck in first person. No wide vehicles, do not follow sat-nav. If your sat-nav's taking you this far, then I'm impressed. Come on. Oh yeah, photo mode, yeah. Then you hit free cam, you can look at whatever. Including the engine, which looks kind of basic, and all the internals. Can you see in the diff? Not really. That's how all the content creators take their well, I presume they take all their thumbnail screenshots in photo mode just by whipping the aperture down to 0 and doing stuff like this. It wasn't... I'm glad they added it, because it was a pain in the ass before that. I used to have to turn the heads... I used to have to turn off the heads-up display. They, like the GUI stuff. I had to disable it all the time. Put on immersion mode. Struggling for traction again. Oh, wow. Okay. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Alright. Winch it is. The wheel is just caught on that bit of ice. Yeah, definitely what I wanted. So what you're seeing here, the reason I have to stop all the time, it's because the trailer and its cargo is such a heavy combo that it saps all the driving power out of the Ford. And it'll be the same story with the Transtar, which is why if I'm doing a lot of cargo, I'll opt for the semi-trailer, because it still keeps all the weight on the drive wheels rather than behind them, enabling me to maintain a decent amount of traction, enough that I can actually drive. I can focus on driving rather than focusing on pulling. Which is why this journey has seemed quite slow compared to when I came through here with 4 bricks and 2 pallets of fuel barrels. and why I've been constantly detaching the trailer, unpacking the cargo and whatnot to move forward, because it's lighten the load a bit. Also helps. Just this little section is pretty difficult to get out of, especially with the front. Just using the winch just a little bit, just to pull me small amounts to not drag myself too far to the side, where I would end up with a huge outcrop in front of my wheels. There we go. One and two. Oh, that's one of the regional objectives done, isn't it? I forgot the buttons. Oh, it's part of one. Right, we don't need that. Let's delete that. The mission for that is there. I don't know, I might see if I can skip across the ice to it. God, camera, please. Ooh, that looks a little bit too... This isn't like the one in Drummond Island, is it? It's a bit more hardcore. Or actually, I'm probably just drive in the water. I mean, the snorkel's on the roof. Okay. Ah, fuel tank's on the ground. That's why I'm not moving. Ah, anyway, well, it was just to see. Alright, let's head up into Mountain River for the last little bit. Fine, I just want to check what mission. It's not going to be that one. What opens this road? Or is it, oh my god, is it just a task I've not driven to? You thought it was Scandinavia? No, it's Alaska. There's nothing to open. Oh, God. Or have I already... It's the roadblock. That's what stops you getting there. I'm just being stupid. Because you can go around it just by... If the road is blocked, you can just go into Mountain River. Just go that way. supposed... Wait, why is my file explorer open? My laptop is opening folders of its own accord. Pedro Bay, yeah, that's off White Valley, I think. The mountain river, it comes off one of those. That was lucky. Well, the barriers are down. No, it's locked. It said it wasn't open. I have to go through Mountain River. I've not completed. I have to flick through these. Nope. One of these opens the way through. Oh my god, which one is it? Well, it's not going to be those. Yeah, it's not going to be that. Alright, that's going to have to take some investigations afterwards, because there's a quick glance can't figure out which mission opens that road. It's not one of these. I'm sure it'll become clear. I've probably just missed it because I was flicking through them pretty quickly, but... oh god. So I do use White Valley as a bit of a hub. But we can't get there yet, except by going around. With White Valley being a handy-dandy second garage. Oh, it doesn't get through there as well as the Transtar does. Oh god. We nearly bend it. That's alright. No need to apologize. No need to apologize, rather. See, no need for chain tires around here. It's all a myth. All right. Right, that bridge is out, so we'll go and locate that. But we can get across by going that way. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the time contracts. I mean, most of them are pretty easy in reality, but some of them where it's like you have to do it in first person, and then something out of your control pushes you out of first person, and it just insta fails you. It's like, well, it's kind of the game's fault, not mine. If you just let me be submerged in water, we wouldn't have this issue. By that time I drove through a puddle and it pushed me back into third person. Maybe I should be using a modded Ford 9000 cab up. But if it's modded, then it's not legit. It's not supposed to be easy. Which mod would you be thinking of though, Dustin? God damn, this truck's the wheelbase. See, my fuel tank is scraping the floor as I just commit severe deforestation in this area. Did you not see the title? No all-wheel drive or Diff Lock, and you suggested I use a 6x6 modded truck. That's not quite in fitting, in keeping with the theme. There we go. Now vehicles in Snowrunner should be limited to rear drive only. Ooh, not sure people would agree with that. Oh, we get one of my favorite vehicles in this map, actually. I'm not going to be able to use it. That sucks. That is a Snowrunner vehicle should be rear-wheel drive only is a very bold statement. But yes, the cat 745C. There we go. Before I hit the barrier and flip over, just teleport. Right, obviously. Ooh, will I be able to get to the garage? If you want the achievement, by the way, for driving between the achievement trophy, whatever it is for your platform, driving between two gateways at full throttle, here is the place to do it. Because there's one gateway, and I've just come from another. Ah, that's it. You unlock it from this side. That's how you get access back to Northport. Yeah, literally come through there, drive down there, up there, boom, achievement. Easy peasy. I love how it says like there's a warehouse down there, and when you look over there, it's just a huge valley. A V-shaped valley. Yeah, there's nothing that the Cat 745C is bad at, apart from being in water. It is not a good swimmer. It's alright in the kiddie pool, but if you put it in the full-size pool, it's gonna drown. Oh, and in here you get the Derry Longhorn, what is it, 3194? It, on release of the game, was pure garbage. Right, then we've got that one. That's going to be quite a faff. The Derry's really heavy. Uh-oh. Ooh, it was close. The amount of times I've fallen over in this map from essentially drifting. Alright, let's back out of there. Wait, which bridge is that for? Oh, it is for that one. Spare service parts. Of course, you get them from the other side. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you get the parts needed from the other side of the bridge? What's the other one made? Is the other one wood? It's not a wooden bridge, but for some reason it needs wood. At least I have chain tires. What? Do I? I don't have chain tires. Nor do I want them. Yeah, get the tail out. Oh, I've oversteered. I've tipped over so much in this map just from messing around. More often than not near the fuel station. The Cat 745C is the best medium logs vehicle by far. Ow! I'm driving over one of the signs. Whoops. It's a bit thicker along here than I remember. And get the two bridge missions discovered. Oh, there's some upgrades in some really awkward places around here as well. And 2 horrendous logging camps. Is there anything? Oh, cargo's in here, apart from this really big trailer. Oh look, it's our old friend. It seems that this earthquake has destroyed the bridge, but perfectly. Bridge and long bridge. So creative. Alright, let's see. I can go for the garage. Actually, keep it. That's the better bridge. Oh. Oh, did I not? I didn't look in the corner. Alright, bear with me. It's just going to reverse backwards for a while. Hey lady, meet charming truck. It's wonderful. Oh, how did I not see the trailer? I was too busy mesmerized by the big boy over there. So I can't wait to tow another big one like that again. Ah, if only I had a crane. I mean, I didn't have to tow a trailer. Alright, back through the dirt track. Is this the highway truck? Sure is. Oh, no weight on the drive axles and all the weight behind me. Could it get any worse? back up. Ow! God, I've got to start hitting the desk. I've done that a lot today. Come on, you're nearly there. Come on, a little bit further. Hey, the bridge is fixed. Just get rid of that trailer, we don't need it. To the garage. Get that discovered. Oh, lovely view. See, I'm being quite careful, cautious, because I know what I can be like on these roads. There's a mission there. Out of fuel at the fuel station. Preposterous. Yeah, this road is very fun just to drive in full auto. Although you do really have to be aware of the severe embankments and ditches. Specifically this corner. This corner is really bad for it. And they put the guardrail on the wrong side. Ooh, we could see it going then. Is there a mission? There's a mission for me to grab over here or something, isn't there? Ah, there we go. Nope. That's just a green box for something else. Oh, there's the mission. Trucks and investigations. Oh. So I was being patient, taking my time, because if I don't discover the garage first, I then have to drive all this way again. There we go. Now I can mess around. Now we can drive in whatever gear we want to. Like the twin steer, the Western Star 6900 is amazing in these maps because you just get sort of like 40-foot drifts going. Until you realize you're not going to be able to get out of the drift, you're just going to crash. Nope, get turning. Oh man. Ready, and then wheels on the snow. Oh, we're overcompensating. That's a post. Ow. Because of course we can't just end with, oh, I found the garage. Oh, look at that. We've got the entire runway to go and I'm already in 7th. There we are. We're doing, apparently I'm just doing 35. It seems a bit faster than 35 miles per hour. But we're topped out. Whoa! Boing. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, we're falling down. Snowrunner physics in a nutshell there. So that is where we're going to end it for today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please join me next week where we continue. We've got access to Mountain River and White Valley now. We've got all of this to do, many more big missions and big silly trailers and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you live next Monday, and bye bye.